Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is a combo haul. I have flash sale goodies here, and I also have a party closeout, and I thought it would just make a nicer video to put them together. So we'll start with the flash sale, and we'll just kind of mosey on through and talk about all the things. So let's just dive right on in. Today, to start out, I got one bundle of bars from the flash sale. There were many bars that were loose so that you could get just one scent and however many you wanted to squeeze into your order. And I really appreciated that, but they did have a bundle where there's one pumpkin bar in it. It was mostly a pumpkin bundle that I really enjoy and didn't know until I couldn't club it anymore how much I liked it. I actually learned I liked it a lot better the next season. And that, out of that special pumpkin bundle, is going to be Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. I love this bar. It's just fantastic. It's like a pineapple upside down cake met a pumpkin, which is very unique, and thankfully they keep bringing it back in bundles here and there. It was an October scent of the month, I think at this point 3 years ago, and I just didn't think all that much of it in its release month because it wasn't very strong. It's one of those that needed to sit. It's needed to sort of sort themselves out, but now I love it. So anytime that it's available, I really try to grab it. So this one was the real reason that I went for the bundle, but there are others in it that I really like. They also had Pumpkin Cashmere, which I think is another October scent of the month. I think this might have been last year's. And I also really like this bar. This has like a nutty acorn and then cashmeriness and a soft kind of body care pumpkin. So it's nutty and it's warm and it's cozy and I really enjoy it. So I have a whole stack of this, but I'm not crying that I have another one. And then they also offered Porch Pumpkin in that bundle. And this one is just a very straightforward outdoorsy pumpkin. It has, what was the description originally? I think a pumpkin sitting on your porch in the fresh air with a hint of acorn, and maybe what I said that was in Pumpkin Cashmere is another nut, but it's not really like an edible nut in either of them. It's just something that kind of gives you that nutty woodsy undertone. So Porch Pumpkin's really good. It's not quite pumpkin gut squashy, but it's nice. And then the bar of all bars that isn't really my favorite, but I make it work. Usually I put it in older daughter's bedroom. Perfect Pumpkin Pear. So this one's got sandalwood and pear and pumpkin. But there's just something about it that in my house, it sometimes just turns a little stomach acid-like, and that's never a good scent in your home. So this is the bar that I wish wasn't in there, but it is what it is. It could go in the garage, it could go in Abby's room, it could be whatever, and it's just not one that I'm gonna purposely buy. And of course, my package got a little bit hot, and the only bar, well, there were two bars, but the only bar that leaked a lot was Perfect Pumpkin Pear, so I was wiping this oil off of all the rest of the bars, and it was not my favorite thing, but hey. Then another thing that was in the bundle that I really do like is Apple S'mores. So this is a very unique scent that thankfully Scentsy keeps throwing in flash sales and bundles over and over again over the last few years, and that makes me very happy. So this is apple, coconut milk, cedar, marshmallow, and graham cracker. It's a perfect September scent, very strong and very signature for Scentsy. And then the last one that was in the bundle, and you can see this one got kind of grimy because of all that Perfect Pumpkin Pear leakage. This is Breakfast in Bed. And this is a wonderful bakery bar. So it has a raspberry pumpkin Danish with cinnamon sugar and icing, and it is a fantastic, decadent, thick, rich bar. And I get very excited about warming. So that was the one that was an actual bundle. So all of these I am happy with. And like I said, we'll just make Perfect Pumpkin Pear work somewhere. So then after that, the most important bar that for me personally was in that flash sale was going to be Autumn Sunset. This is most definitely fully retired and dead now because we have gotten the new sheet for the fall catalog that launches on September the 1st. I'm sure if you watch YouTube at all and you haven't been living under a rock for the last week, you have seen those videos that some of us have done about what is coming back and what is not. The next bar that I'm going to be watching like a hawk for in some kind of sale or clearance is going to be Autumn Hearth. I did not club that, and my younger daughter loves it, so I'm going to need to scoop up a few if they offer it at all. But this is so good. This has been in the catalog since I started with Scentsy as a consumer over a decade ago, and I have thought for maybe 5 seasons that it was going to get the axe. So I'm not surprised that it did this year, but I'm really glad that I was able to pick some up. I think I got 7 or 8 bars. It's a very heavy, old school, spicy scent that has some pumpkin. It has, to me, almost like a really deep, dark, dried berry smell. And all that lovely spice is kind of like Welcome Home went to a fall makeover session. And I'm really glad that I was able to get it. I'm not really crying that it's not in the catalog anymore because, as I said, I'd been suspecting for a long time that that one was not coming back. Now, another one that was not really a shock either was Around the Campfire. I have a few in my stash downstairs, whereas Autumn Sunset, I had like half a bar left, so I'm glad I could pick up quite a few. Because I don't know, I knew it wasn't coming back, but I also wasn't thinking, for some reason, that I needed to stock up on it last fall, because I didn't club it. So I'm so glad that the flash sale gave me the ability. Now, Around the Campfire, this one I was more worried about in a conscious sense, because I like to mix with this. My favorite 2 things to mix with it are Cinnamon Bear, that makes this wonderful winter's hearth kind of a smell, and or Iced Pine, which I was able to throw back in my club with that weird thing that happened this spring with the add to club option for some almost like secret bars that then disappeared. Both of those are home runs for me, and I need some Around the Campfire to go with that. It's also very good on its own. So if this happens to pop up in more sales over the fall, it's smoky and woodsy with a really nice sapwood undertone. It's very, very nice. If you had a marshmallow scent that you could add to this, I still have Toasted Marshmallow in my club. We're getting a new marshmallow scent for fall. I have ordered all of my new 10 new release bars. I don't know how long they'll take to get here, but I got them on August the 1st. I haven't checked to see if they've shipped yet, but I'm hoping by the end of the week. And I also did order the new season home sales kit because I am just such a sucker for a new warmer, and the one that's on the cover of the new catalog is in that kit. So I'll be able to show it to you along with another warmer, and then I'll be getting a warmer that they also released at SFR, and that kit will be coming in the mail. So whenever all the stuff from Scentsy ships, I should have a deluge of videos for you, probably mid-month. Anyway, back to Around the Campfire. It's a good mixer. I'm glad I was able to pick some up, and I'm happy about that. Another one that was in the sale that we know is not coming back in the catalog is Dutch Apple Bread. Now, this is my I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I'm not sure bar. The very first time that I reviewed this a couple years ago for Harvest Collection, I just said, ew, yuck. And I've learned to enjoy this as sort of a comfort bar for just about this time of the year when I just want some transitionals. So I grabbed a couple. I have a couple downstairs. I'm not going to absolutely, shed a river of tears when I run out, but it's a really odd homey bar with an oatmeal, apple, and spice kind of a base. So that's what I have to say about that. Now, there was a bar in the flash sale that really made me happy. It was called Endless Sea. This was a summer collection bar like eons ago. Sailcloth and linen and marine notes, and it kind of reminds me of boating on the lakes. So it's just a nice scent that I picked up 3 total, and that's not one where I'm going to need 10 more, but it was nice to see something back that I hadn't had in a very long time. Next thing that I have here in the pile is Vanilla Suede. Now, this is a favorite of mine. Maybe I should have gotten 6. I got 4. This is so good, you guys. This is one of the nicest masculine scents. I also really enjoy Saddle Up. I like them both equally, but this one is more vanilla. This one's a little bit more warm and rounded, but it's got the suediness. It has the leather, just a hint, just the tiniest hint of men's spicy cologne, and then all that vanilla. It's a home run. I would put this back in my club if it ever comes back for a BBMB, but I'm just happy I could get a few more. Then my older daughter really likes Under the Oak Tree. I had pulled it from my club. This was in the Open Plains collection 2 Augusts ago. And this is a decent amount of apple and a really nice oaky wood. It's warm. It's, again, perfect for August, and I just picked up a couple. I picked up 2 of Honeycrisp Harvest, which was the scent of the month for last August. Now this year they've gone with that Huddle Up bar, which is more football themed, and it's okay. I will melt some of the bars that I've got. But this one is a really pretty apple that's got a little bit of a body care musk to it. I only got 2, but I'll melt them either this month or next month, and I'm glad that I was able to get a couple more. And what else do I have here? Oh, I think just one more bar that was from the flash sale. And that's going to be a Griswold Christmas because, as you now probably know, the license that we have for this year that's exciting is with Peanuts and Snoopy rather than whoever held the license for the movies that we did last Christmas, which include National Lampoon and The Christmas Story, etc. But this is such a good Christmas bar. This has pear and it's got fir tree. It's a little, it's like sweet, sappy, just not really smoky, but just a tiny bit of that sappy woodsiness. But with the pear, so good. So I grabbed 3 or 4 more of this and I've got a couple downstairs and that'll be just fine. So that was everything when it came to bars in the flash sale. Now, I did get a mini warmer because we have a couple of very nice little vacations that we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. On my husband's side of the family, we're going to be hanging out with some relatives, and they have been so sweet to offer their guest house to us, and I want to leave a little thank you for one of my husband's relatives. So I believe this is going to go pretty well in the space that we will be occupying, and of course, I'll leave her some bars too. So this mini warmer is the Midnight Floral. And I'm gonna light this up. It is absolutely beautiful. I've never bought it for myself just because it really doesn't go with the things in my space, but I've always wanted a reason to, and in the flash sale, it was $7.50. So how could I not want to have that? So I will plug this guy in. And that is the way to get a mini warmer, especially if you're on a budget, is just try to snag some of the ones that are in the flash sale. They're good warmers. It's just things that Scentsy needed to move along so that we could have something else new and fresh in the catalog. So this guy, you're really not going to be able to see it all that well. It just has a very soft glow. I think it'll make a good night light. I'm going to bring another one that I haven't used yet too, just in case this clashes with the motifs in her space, because I have no idea what it looks like. But I think based on the personality of my husband's aunt that this will be a good warmer, and it's just so pretty. So we have that one, and then I think that that's it for the flash sale. Now to move over to the party closeout. All of you that shopped in the flash sale, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because you were so generous to put those purchases into my party closeout. And I think this is the record for the least expensive haul I've ever done. I think I only paid $20 for everything I'm going to show you because of the wonderful hostess credits and all the things. So I am always so blessed to be able to show you more things on the channel when you shop in my party if you don't already have your own shopping link open, and I so appreciate it. So I have a pile of bars. I have a few scent circles, so they now come in 3-packs. This is a cinnamon vanilla scent circle, and there are gremlins in the kitchen who are talking if you can't tell. And I also got a washer whiffs tub in Fiji flower, and I got the dryer discs, and I got the laundry liquid. Now, the reason that I picked Fiji flower of all the different scents to do a closeout at the end of the season was partly because I thought that that's what was going away. It's not, it's wildflower cotton. The other reason is because I found that downstairs in all of my things, I did have a scent soft left in Fiji flower, and I'm getting way down there on the fabric softener that Scentsy used to offer because I stocked up a couple years ago when they got rid of them all. So I'll be happy to use the Fiji flower with that. Then I have a bunch of bars. So there are certain things that are still offered. Bring Back My Bar for the month of August. Any bars that are here that are from Bring Back My Bar are not 10% off. The rest are. So anything else that was catalog and they're trying to get rid of that you see in all these things that I'll talk about, please make sure that you order them or you open a club or whatever, and always do the bundle and save because that will get you some discount, but the other bars are already discounted. So Ace is one of the bars that I got a couple of that was BBMB. I believe that that promotion goes away around the 15th. And this is a really nice chocolate and kind of shaving cream and tangerine and lavender masculine scent. Got 2 of those. Luxe Vanilla. This is very, very nice with cyclamen and almost a baby powder sweetness with laundry, very gentle. a very good smell. The daughter that was talking on the phone in the kitchen, she's on her lunch break. She would really like that one. The Glorious Grapefruit, I think that these are now gone. I believe that the promotion for our, what was that one? Epcot floral collection, I think that was put to bed at the end of July. But this is really good. So I had ordered this right after the flash sale or day of or whatever. No, I think it was right afterwards. And that is a good mixer with spice scents. That is very good, actually mixed with By the Sea, which is a bar that's going away, will not be in the fall catalog. So maybe if you like both of those, if you were able to grab a Glorious Grapefruit, get a By the Sea in August, they make a good combination. Another one that I got a couple of, which is a fall scent in my mind, but it is BB&B, is Mums and Marigolds. And in finding that this bar, it's nice, but it's also a really good mixer. I threw in some Johnny Appleseed today with it, and it made a very beautiful scent. So this has some cedar, some rhubarb, and some of that definite late summer foliage and blooms from things like marigolds and mums, which is a very distinct floral scent. It's nice. It's nice. Some people say it's bug spray. I get that, but I got a couple of those and enjoyed it. Another thing that is in my club that is also something I grabbed more of from BB&B is Exotic Vanilla, but this one I'm not letting get away from me. It's just so good. It's like this really sweet body care vanilla that has some spice undertones, and it's just so pretty. I like it. It's sophisticated, not extremely strong, but I think for the fall it's going to be spot on. Another thing this BB&B, which I think I threw into my club but probably won't keep forever, is Seashore. This is a really unique scent, and it's good with the Glorious Grapefruit. So this has grapefruit and really salty sea air and some vanilla and some lemon. It's a very unique smell that I'm happy to have a few more of, but I don't know if it'll be like keep it in my club for 5 years kind of smell. Really good. If you haven't tried this yet, it is interesting. It's really, really good. Something that is catalog, that is a wonderful scent, and I do wonder if it will come back next spring, is Cocoa Lime. So I'm debating clubbing it. I definitely had to at least grab one or two more. It's just the most beautiful, happy, chill, medium level, creamy coconut and sparkly lime. So good. I got one of Provence Lavender just because I'm pretty much out of lavender with Scentsy. This is a catalog bar that's 10% off this month. It's good, very nice, sweet lavender. It's so good. It just really smells authentic. It's a bit stronger than the old French lavender that they retired, which to me wasn't as warm. And it's a nice smell. Really, really like that. Okay, I got one of Central Park Pralines, which I put into my quarterly club almost immediately when we were able to get the BB&Bs. This, and I don't think I ordered any Amber Road at the moment, but that's also in my club, and I'd already grabbed a couple in another order of BB&B at the beginning of June. Or the beginning of July, I'm sorry. Oh, I love this bar, you guys. It's nutty and roasty toasty, smells of the holidays to me. If I could only keep one bar, even though I've been just bragging on how beautiful Amber Road is, if there's only one bar from BB&B that I was going to club, it would be Central Park Pralines. It just sends me straight to Christmas. My mother's popcorn balls, all that. It just smells so good. Oh. So another one where I got one just to put away, I'm not going to club this, is Marshmallow Mint. Now I like it that much, but I think I decided pistachio ice cream is more valuable to me as far as clubbing for the long run. So this is a gorgeous buttermint and amber scent. And you could use this any time of the year. It'd be great in a bedroom. I do think of it as more of a cold weather smell. It's really, really nice. And I do like that better than Mint to Be Merry, which is similar, but that has a cookie base. Another bar I just wanted to grab one of because I'm not going to club it is Lemon Lime Fizz. This is more of a spring bar for me, but it's beautiful. It's so happy. And this is very similar to Cocoa Lime. The two of them are very good in alternate warmers. This is just a little bit lemonier, a little bit more bubbly, but it's a sweet, light, happy lemon fizzy scent. And it's really good. Almost a tad bit creamy too, like the Cocoa Lime. Now, Water Lily, not White Lily. Water Lily and Bergamot, I talked about a lot in the spring. I've been using the laundry line. I finally got into it about 2 weeks ago, and it's very good. So this was the new smell this spring, summer in the catalog for laundry, and I had bought it, showed it to you, but then never talked about it. Both in the bar and in the laundry line, I find it to be a beautiful aquatic that I would use even into the fall, or not really right at Christmas time, but happily again, maybe in February and March. And I'm hoping this comes back next year. But as always, if you love something, club it. So then another thing which is continuing forward into our fall catalog, and I just wanted to grab one in my party closeout, is Welcome Home. This is our most standardized spice scent. It's really happy. It's just a gentle, happy, I just said that. It's a gentle, cheerful, different adjective there, warm smell that really almost anybody would like. You would have to hate cinnamon so much to dislike this bar, because there's a sweetness here and it just feels like a nice huggy sweatshirt. Next thing I've got is coconut lemongrass, because I'd had this old brick that finally sort of went bad, honestly. Oh yeah, this smells much better. This doesn't have that waxiness that that brick was starting to get. So I think from now on, because I have gone through all the different iterations of, okay, so if I want to save money, I'm going to buy bricks and I'm going to use them half off in my club. That is a good money saving strategy until you end up with too many bricks and you don't use them. So I'm pretty much just going to buy sugar cookie in a brick and maybe vanilla bean buttercream from now on, until I'm completely out of something like sea salt and avocado, which you could only get as a brick in club. But I don't see that happening in the next 3 or 4 years. So anyway, I'm going to be doing this in bars from now on, I'm pretty sure. A beautiful scent that's in the catalog that if you haven't tried it, you really might want to order one before things change over in September, is Pink Pineapple and Sugar. This is right up there with Water Lily and Bergamot as far as a very beautiful scent that may have been overlooked this year in the catalog. It's sweet, it's creamy, it's like a body scrub, and it's just gentle and inviting. You've got the pineapple, but it's very much balanced by a body care sugar scrub scent. It's just like you opened a jar of sugar scrub and you were using it in the tub. It's a very, very inviting smell. Very relaxing. So then back to BBMB, I got 3 of Winter Wonderland, because I would club this if my club wasn't so large, but me and mint, I know that I'll use it a little, and I really like this smell, so, you know. I might consider grabbing 1 or 2 more if it went into clearance or something, but it's just a really good Christmas mint. It's not as sharp as Perfect Peppermint. It's very similar to the old Whiteout, but a little bit better performer. I think this will be a good mixer. It's like mint with just a tiny bit of pine tree in the background, and I love it. So, I mean, for me, 3 is pretty good commitment. Now, I got just 1 bar of Camu Camu, and that's because I like it. Don't know if it'll come back next year, and want to have 1 or 2. This is a beautiful passion fruit, sweet tropical that they've had for years, but kind of like Autumn Sunset, it's one of those that I fear may not come back next spring, summer. So I wanted to grab at least 1 more, and I think I have 1 or 2 in my stash already. And then I also grabbed 1 of cinnamon vanilla for the same reason as Welcome Home. It just continues in the catalog all year long, but it's a really good bar, and I'm out. I'm pretty sure. I know I'm out of Welcome Home. So I just wanted to grab 1 of each of those. This one with the scent circles that I picked up. Slow down, Elizabeth. And this is just the nicest transitional vanilla cinnamon scent. I will probably be putting this into my video for suggestions on early fall, which I feel like I've been talking about for a month. I'll get there in the next week or 2 because it's time, and I'm also going to do a roundup of my favorite standouts for all the spring, summer season. About maybe 15 to 20 bars, and then a couple of LTO things and some warmers. So I will hope to get that done by next week, and then also the early transitional within the next 2 weeks. And then, like I said, all the other stuff's just gonna come in the mail, and I'm gonna get buried in videos, and you guys are gonna be so happy. So this is Elizabeth Quinn with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. What bars did you like the best out of all the things that we have to offer for the month of August? I love that they carried the LTO of Bring Back My Bar into August, because now you can do really the best as far as budgeting if you were waiting for an end of the season order. And another thing that I want to just put a bug in your ear about is that there is the link. You go into the account section on my website if you haven't already formally created an account for yourself, and there's a party link in there. So if you want to spend $250 or more, if you're looking at warmers that might be in the last chance, if you're looking at BBMBs you want to stock up on, And you can obviously invite friends just like any traditional party, and you can get all that credit. Then you're able to do a really, really good cleanup job on your budget when it comes to what you are ordering. And like I said, specifically because many of you from the flash sale put those purchases into my open party at that time, everything that you saw here that wasn't from flash sale, I ended up paying $20 out of my pocket for the whole shebang. So that is how a party close order can be such a blessing. And I hope that this was enjoyable. So a word on last chance. So I could sit down and do an entire video on what's leaving, but what you really need to do, because I'm just going to give you the same information because we no longer get a special list as consultants, what you really need to do is get yourself a notepad, go onto my website, or whoever your consultant is, just log in and look for what's labeled as the last chance section. I think it's under collections. Everything that's leaving, that's not carrying into the fall winter catalog for 2025, is discounted there. All the warmers, all the scent circles, all the room sprays, all the bars, all the things. So if it is there, just know that there's absolutely no guarantee that you're going to see it again next spring. And when it comes to the warmers, those tend to carry forward catalog to catalog, not season to season. So if there's a warmer in the last chance that you love, please pick that up, because we have no guarantee of any kind that you will ever see that again. So whatever you can get that isn't carrying forward, better price at this time. And even though it's a little bit confusing to be looking through that last chance section, even for me, it was a bit overwhelming. That's where I would be showing you, in the way that we used to do the videos, a list of all the bars that are leaving. Some of them may come back next spring, summer. All of the warmers that are retiring, far less likely to come back next spring, summer, and any other products that you were interested in. So like the wildflower cotton is not coming back in laundry. I don't remember which cleaning is not coming back. It might be the bamboo and banana leaf and bamboo, which wasn't my favorite anyway, and so on and so forth. So from here on out, when it comes to even the harvest collection that's preloaded on the website, I can sit down and talk through some things with you guys before the harvest collection launches, but I'll no longer have a handy dandy brochure that shows you all the things, and you have just as much access as I do to the same information on the website. So I hope that you guys are learning how to navigate that and educate yourselves on current pricing and what's available from the website. And I will continue to do the best that I can to communicate new and exciting things like the wildflowers and wild horses collection. I had all the information on that in a way that you guys weren't able to, and I enjoyed sharing that video with you. But there are just some subtle changes that are coming where you as the consumer can educate yourself, and you have access to the information at the same time that I do as a consultant, where in the past, every video that we did, they were things you couldn't see. So that is slowly changing, and they're taking a certain amount of our influence and giving that power directly to the customer, which can be a blessing as long as you guys are aware of how to navigate that. So have a great day, guys. I'm going to finish my tea. God bless. Bye-bye.